today we are thrilled to have Mr. Ruthuparna Sharma, who is a TEDx speaker and has also featured on Josh Talks. He is an ex-Christite and an alumnus of the batch 2016. We will further into his journey and ask him what has pushed him to become the person that he is today.
So basically, there is a lot to achieve, and I think I've just kept a step towards the same. And I think it was only the passion and driving force telling that I want to do something, I want to do something for my country, and I want to do something which will make my parents proud. So I think with this vision is what I kept a step forward, and I think there's a lot more to do compared to like what you've told I've done. So I think that is a wrong statement, but my vision is to do something that is very, very, very big.
So, but you still are an inspiration to a lot of people because people dream of what you have achieved. So, what has been your journey? How have you achieved so much?
I mean, again, it is more than achieving. It is just that I would like to call whatever came as, all those recognition are byproduct of just following your heart. There is this very famous dialogue from this movie Om Shanti Om. I don't know the Hindi dialogue, but it actually says if you do something that is from your heart, if you follow something from your heart, the universe will definitely reward for the same. So somehow it took a lot of time for me to identify that teaching is my passion, and in teaching I didn't know what is it that I wanted to teach. So it took a lot of time for me to figure out what is it that I'll have to teach, and once I started doing the same, the rest of the things just followed along with the book as well.
So, sir, you have been an alumnus of the Christ University, having done an MCom. So, how do you think Christ University has helped you in achieving the goals that you have achieved today?
I mean, till my BCom days, I was mostly an introvert. It is very difficult to digest for people who know me right now because I'm an extrovert, right? So I was an introvert, and somewhere I made that decision telling in Christ, I will start bonding with people. I will start participating in more activities. I will involve myself, with a lot more activities, and all those things is a decision that I made, and I entered into my MCom. So I was in student council, I was in activity, the activity hour which was there, I was one of the representative who was supposed to make it happen. I was in theaters, we were running a production called as Barefoot Productions. And apart from that, whenever teaching, thing came, we used to take that up. So any extracurricular activities, I used to participate, and including whatever were the fairs, that is everything. I used to see to that I somehow willingly participate. I think that is what helped me and contributed to me in helping myself understand how is it that I can connect with people better, how is it that I can involve myself, and definitely the support that was shown by my classmates and teachers is something that is beautiful. Even today, I have this habit of calling my teachers yearly once, 6 months once, and with the same love, same affection, people ask, inquire, and that some of them tell, no, I keep seeing in WhatsApp status and all of these things. So it feels very special. And right from campus to people I've got connected to everything that I've got here, I feel very, very lucky.
So, sir, being a Christite and getting involved with so many activities, extracurricular activities, it does take a toll on your mental health because we have to do CIAs, there are mid-sems and CIAs continue every month. So, and then being an active part in those extracurricular clubs and groups, how is it that you used to manage your time? Because we need to learn from you because we need to be successful in life. So, how is it that you managed your time? What were your personal interests? And how did you make time for yourself?
When I was in Christ, it was just like right from morning, if we come, the time we used to leave was somewhere about 6, 7. And definitely all of those CIAs, projects, assignments, along with managing all the fests were very stressful. But one thing was, I made a decision telling I want to be an active participant in all of these things. And one thing that I truly believe is when you do something that you love from your heart, no matter how long the work might take, it is never stressful. I mean, stressful in terms of psychologically. Physically, it can be stressful, and for that, you will have to work out. But mentally, if something is stressful, that is something that you will have to think and introspect about. So, when I had myself involved with all of these things, it was never stressful psychologically. And the same thing is what I am applying in my everyday life today. So, I also see to that And I involve myself with some of the personal activities. I also have some goals for professional activities on an everyday. Both of these things is something that I do, and especially professionally when I teaching is something that I love doing. Teaching is my passion, and when I get involved in teaching, I don't know how time passes. And I think it is never stressful when you do something that you love, and when you do something for your heart, and when you have a very big vision.
So, talking about vision, being an entrepreneur, like everybody envisions to become work for themselves and do things that they are passionate about. In the Indian context, it's not readily acceptable by our parents. Like, it's not going to be very okay if I am going to wake up one day and tell my parents, I am going to drop out and I want to become an entrepreneur. So, how did you convince your parents for it?
This is very simple. Like, let's say, for example, I come to you and I tell, see, this is my business plan. I have to open a restaurant. Please give me 5 lakh rupees. Will you agree? Even if I'm your best friend, you'll think twice if I'm your best friend. Correct? So, most of the times, the problem with all of us, or many students who complain telling my parents never agree for my business plan or they never support for my business plan is they have a business plan, but they don't have enough evidence to support the same. Whereas, let's say for example, I've prepared a few stuffs in my home, I always get it to college. Many people like that. Some people also tell, hey, can you get this to me? I don't mind paying you. So if I start, very small in my own class, that is where maybe you will get a confidence in telling, hey, whatever you do it well,
That acceptance.
and I'm going to support you. If I don't have the money, I will find the investors, but I can support you, is what you will tell. So I think the same thing must be applicable when we are also doing, or when we are doing entrepreneurship, and when we have to convince our parents. So show enough evidence and proof. Let's say for example, you want to pursue a career in marketing and you have done MCOM, right? So many people will tell, no, you should have taken up MBA. But you have enough courses online, you have enough opportunities. Along with your studies, also do a research, also start implementing practically what you learn in marketing in an everyday life. You will see certain setbacks, and once you come up with a solution, that is where you can go with that solution with conviction. You can talk to your parents. And I truly believe that if you have something in your heart, and you have true conviction towards an idea of yours, definitely family is going to support. The only fear why family does not support is because of fear.
Yeah.
So you know how to convince your parents to go for a Goa trip. Right? So same thing is what you can do. You can convince them to start a business of your own, but conviction is required for you, and conviction is also required for parents. For conviction to come, you will have to do certain activities which will give them enough evidence saying, okay, my son will do, my daughter will do.
So, sir, as you mentioned about skills and traits, what is that one trait in yourself which you prize? Like, not to brag, but it's something that you feel that distinguishes you from the crowd. What is that one trait?
Uh, I think it is patience. So this is what even my family also tells. My wife, my mother. So everybody tell you have good patience, because I mean this is one thing that happens. Everybody are in a hurry to get results, right? So everybody, suppose I start a business today, tomorrow only I want results. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I want funding. I have to be a next billionaire. All of these things is something that people expect. But just take a reference of an autobiography. If there is autobiography, it is at least this big. What does that mean? First, initial 3/4 of the book, it is nothing but failures, and then he saw success. Imagine anybody's autobiography is one page. I started this business and it was successful. You will never want to read that, right? So it is patience. At 18, I started off an event management company. Then I started an educational consultancy firm, and after that, I got into network marketing. Then I worked with a company. Now, all of these things did not turn out the way I wanted it to be. Right? Many people by the time I was 24 told, no, I don't think you'll be able to do anything in life. But somewhere at 24, I got clarity. Okay, after doing all this, I think teaching is something that I love doing. And I started pursuing teaching. And that is where I see some results at least. I'm not saying great results, but some results at least is what I see. So it is always patience. I think patience always pays off.
So, sir, what would be that one message that you would like to give to the students of Christ University?
Uh, a very tricky question. Yeah.
That one particular message that you feel would resonate with all of us.
I would always tell one simple thing: everybody is destined to do something. This is something that we hear from everybody, telling you're unique, you're different, like you, there is nobody else. This is n number of times we would have heard. But maybe all of these things we would have never practically implemented or thought about it. Just sit with yourself, think for yourself, how unique are you? How different are you? What is it that you can contribute to the world? According to me, life is a one time opportunity, and in this one time opportunity, how you wish to celebrate is your choice. You wish to celebrate in a way where people will also get benefited out of it. That is entrepreneurship, according to me, right? Right? So choose how you, let's say, for example, let's say after death, you get an opportunity to see back your life again. Will you be happy about the choices that you've made? If no, today make the right choice, start living by it. Even if there are twists, turns, life might be slow, later on you will not regret it for sure. So yes, live. That is the greatest thing that can happen. You are unique. You are that one piece of puzzle that the world is waiting for. World wants to see a solution in that. So be that solution to the world. Live life fabulously.
So with this, we would like to come to an end of the interview. I would really thank you for your guidance and support in this interview, and thank you for doing it for all the Christites that are waiting for the interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It
you so
feels
much, sir.
absolutely wonderful and
Thank you
very
so
sweet
much,
of
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.